Moin Leute, ich bin's hier, euch ZockikingLP und willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge Genshin Impact. In der letzten Folge haben wir ja die Nachtjade geholt. Da haben wir ein bisschen getestet, ob hier dieses gute Zeug auch wirklich das wahre ist. Ihr könnt es hier nochmal schön betrachten, dann seht ihr das ja, da haben wir noch ein paar Proben gemacht und die Viecher für Hops genommen, die uns ja dabei gestört haben. Haben dann das gute Stück gekauft und hier oben abgeliefert zum Zeremoniepunkt. Jetzt müssen wir noch die Seidenblumen sammeln und da so Duftkerzen oder irgendwie herstellen. Das machen wir jetzt in der jetzigen Folge. Aber vorab würde ich einfach sagen, wenn euch das Video gefällt, lasst doch einen Daumen hoch da. Gebt den Kanal ein Abo, damit ihr auch erstmal so weiter nichts verpasst, wenn euch das hier alles hier gefällt. Schreibt was in die Kommentare für den Algorithmus und sonst würde ich sagen, vielleicht sieht man sich das nächste Mal im Stream oder in der nächsten Folge, ich weiß es nicht. Und ich wünsche euch viel Spaß mit diesem Video und wir machen jetzt weiter. Wollen wir mal sehen, wie es mit den Seidenblumen hier abläuft. Nicht den Kopf an der Brücke stoßen. Das ist nicht der richtige. Bist du? Das einmal jetzt da. Ist suboptimal. Ich weiß jetzt nicht, was jetzt genau ist. Ich würde einfach mal sagen, wir stellen die Zeit ein bisschen vor. Und checken mal, ob am Morgen wir vielleicht kaufen können. Weil es wurde ja nichts gesagt direkt. Aber er sagte ja hier, dass er jetzt frei hat. Kann vielleicht sein, dass er deswegen. Und das sind auch. Was sind denn die Dinger? Hä? Wer kauft denn jetzt hier dann die scheiß Blumen? Das sind ja Kristalle. Ohne Witz bin ich gerade so blöd dafür. Ey, ohne Witz, ey Leute, das tut mir jetzt gerade leid, aber steht da irgendwas drin? Hä? Irgendwie. Ah, Digga, lost. Mega lost, sorry dafür. Digga, ohne Witz. Oh mein Gott, der.
Hey, boss, do you sell silk flowers here?
Silk flowers? We certainly do.
Sorry
Which
dafür,
one
Leute.
would you like?
Einfach lost nur.
Which
Heute einfach nur
kind?
lost.
The good kind? The best?
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always coming in here with your stupid questions.
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each to start with, if you don't mind.
My goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute. Now then, please peruse at your leisure. Do let me know if you have any further thoughts.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, just look at the abundant foliage here, and these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is an evergreen, and mostly grows under complex hydrological conditions. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal, and when in season, it has a subtle yet enduring scent. It was first discovered by the ancients when they scaled the mountains in search of the adepti. Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history. Most are not grown by horticulturalists.
Wow! A true connoisseur. Most of that was news even to me.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every corner of the world.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So, which silk flower did you want anyway?
I'll take them all, boss.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. The same logic applies when purchasing a pet bird. But this silk flower purchase is not an analogous case. The same logic does not apply. Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to a statue of the seven. Like several other tedious and complicated traditions, this one has become simplified over time. But this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the seven in 3,700 years. As such, I do think we should honor tradition down to the last detail in this case. Now that's settled, a question. Do you have any Mora on you?
You forgot to bring money again?
Nicht schon wieder. Digga, der zieht uns das ganze Geld aus den Taschen, ey.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of Geo himself?
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? I heard the awful news about what happened at this year's Rite of Dissension. It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. I'm worried that everything I've heard is true. Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of charge. Just don't forget to pass on my regards.
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if not for Rex Lapis. If he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares, they'd only be worth a fraction of what I can sell them for today.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support of local businesses.
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say that your generosity has saved our skins.
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Echt, ey.
Please, it's the least I
Hast du
can
nun mal
do.
auch, mein Freund.
So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have personal experience in the art of decoction.
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk, especially women.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling ladies to talk to? Paimon likes this job.
I will wait for
Okay.
you near the statue of the Seven. Meet me there when the perfume is ready.
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild.
Die wissen schon Bescheid.
Let's ask Lan.
Paimon mag es, an irgendwelchen Leuten zu schnuppern.
Right?
Alles klar. Gut zu wissen. So, wir sind Follow zu laufen. Dafür haben wir den Teleport. Bin da und dann geht's los.
Lan, we need to ask you for a favor.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventurer.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
Wow. Just wow. Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume to you? I think you're underestimating the kind of person I am.
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lan. What's your secret if not perfume?
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. What is that scent? Oh, it must be from the Qingxin flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot I still had them with me.
Aha! The truth is out. Lan's got a soft spot for wildflowers.
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is
Ja,
a
ja,
pointless
ja. Ne, ist
conversation. If you
so ein
wanna know about
Schulprojekt.
perfume, try talking to Qiming.
Der Klassiker. Man kennt ihn.
Paimon remembers she smells pretty good. Thanks, Lan. See you around.
Hello, how may I help?
Hello, herein. Oh, Digga, manchmal frage ich mich echt. Ja, wir sind draußen an der frischen Luft. Oh,
Question.
Mann, Mann, Mann.
Perfume? I rarely think to use it, let alone about how to make it myself. That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this confusion. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for the source.
Mhm.
That's the worst
Okay.
thing Paimon's heard all day.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar's homemade perfume?
Yinger? Oh, as in scent of spring, Yinger?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them. Apparently, her homemade product is better than anything you'll find on the market.
Great! This is just the intel we need. Finally, we're getting somewhere.
Okay, das muss ich abspeichern. Wiming ist also so eine, die sich das hier die guten alten Matrosen sich rangeangelt hat. Aha, aha. Wissen wir ja ganz genau, was das für eine ist, ne? Ja, ja, ja. Durchschaut haben wir dich. Durchschaut. Und mein Jinger. Mal gucken, was die alle kann.
Well, hello. You found me at last. I've been waiting for you.
What? How did you
Okay.
know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet in the future if you don't want word to get around. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind would you like? 3 in one go. My goodness. You have extreme taste for someone your age.
Digga, das
Maybe
klingt.
the rumors I heard were true after all.
Mit der Stimmlage passt das überhaupt nicht, wenn die das sagt.
Ammunition? Is that it?
3 auf einmal. Oh. Sorry dafür, Leute.
Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain why you'd need 3 kinds. Sorry, your story just doesn't hold water.
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes, O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered in the spring, for come winter, even thy sturdiest wood shall wither.
That went over Paimon's head a little.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant, but you'd better make sure I'm the only person on your mind while you're hanging around with me.
Mhm.
So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume?
Die Frage. Dann will man natürlich die Küche nehmen, oder?
One mean restaurant? Good choice. I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now. Are you ready to please me?
What did you say?
I meant make me proud, as my assistant, obviously. While I'm setting up, you can go and fetch some water.
Cheap and tasty chop suey!
Have you fetched the water? Have a look behind Wan Min Restaurant.
So, die.
This water will do nicely. Now, I need you to extract the silk flower essence using a crafting bench. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the mortar and pestle. You need to keep your wrist firm so your hand doesn't slip. Now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out. Ooh, you're a natural, like a fish to water. Now take these and try it out on your own using a nearby crafting bench. Don't forget to do all 3. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process, but I will put them into separate containers when the perfume is ready.
Oh, Digga, Alter, die Frau, die geht aber auch. Muss ich zusammenreißen hier. Hier schmeißt irgendjemand ein paar große Geflügel einfach mal auf die Straße. Ja, mir moin. Digga, die sind ja auch. Essen ist ja auch scheißegal anscheinend hier in dem. Okay, stellen wir mal das her. Und das herstellen. Und das feine Ding.
Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. On to the next stage, the most important one of all. The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until most of the water has boiled off. You must take care to control the heat during this process. If the temperature goes too high, it will affect the scent. So please focus on controlling the heat. This is the final step. Don't waste a drop of that essence now. We want all of it in there. All 3 perfumes are ready, and you, my friend, were a wonderful assistant. A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays.
Die Frage ist ja schon, aber nee.
Anyway, shall I give you a brief
Dick,
overview
also
of each
die...
scent?
Nee,
It
danke.
might just help you match the right scent to the right occasion.
Paimon wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger women will love it. The second one is for those with more refined tastes, the first choice for daughters of high society. Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. Mature women adore this one. All clear?
Okay.
Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the mood. Good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need help with anything, okay? I'll leave you with some parting words. One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be careful not to go overboard. Come and hang out with me at Scent of Spring sometime, okay?
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhang was
Oder also... Man, ja. Die Alte ging ran. Ich gucke mal vorbei bei der. Also wer uns so nett einlädt, vielleicht kann aber ja mal ein Schleckermäulchen. Aber andere Sache, wir wollen ja ganz schnell. Ne? Es ging ja gerade um was anderes, ne?
Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Oh, you're back. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfumes?
3 sets.
Safe,
One
Digga.
less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and it's liked by younger ladies. This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the daughters of high society love it. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right?
Digga, also, mein Gott, da kannst du ja wirklich, Rex Lapis stellt anscheinend auf die älteren Damen, oder wie? Digga.
This is actually an older lady?
Perhaps. Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon form, and... Let's hope the Chising can catch the real killer.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our preparations. What's next?
Next, I would like the 2 of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell. She lives near Yujing Terrace.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
Ah, I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person. Please, do this for me.
Man, why has he gotta be so secretive this time?
Ja, so, aufpassen. Da führt noch was im Schilde, der Gute hier. Oh, sehr mysteriös, der Mann. Checken wir mal aus. Was denn da das Gute? Ja, Junge, 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 aber die Mission hat's in sich. Da kann man schnell was reininterpretieren. Verdammt, Bing! Ist jetzt auch irgendwie so ein Zeichen Ping und
Youngster,
Glocken.
are you here to admire the flowers? But it's a shame. These glazed lilies have almost all wilted.
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read human hearts. If they heard beautiful sounds like laughter and singing, they would also bloom joyfully. But if they heard too much wild gossip or slander, they would quickly wither away.
So that means these flowers feel what's happening in Liyue?
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's death are no small matter. Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Chising made it all up. And still others think that which lies in the deep is breaking free. This harbor is like a mountain of dry tinder. Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Ah, that old trinket. I remember it being here with me, but I've grown old. An old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. Back when I was young, he saw me gazing at it often and gave it to me. But he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, I should not be loath to part with it. It has been many years, and who knows how many times someone has come to borrow this bell. Still, though, I can't recall when it started. It's been a long time since anyone has come to borrow. Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
What a weird thing to be proud of.
All right, children, there is no need to worry. I didn't place the bell very far away.
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but this is Eugene Terrace. It's gotta be expensive.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot?
How does that work? Hey, that's rude! And even if it was like that, it must be a very expensive bell, right, Granny?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot, and you are quite welcome to borrow it.
Das meinte ich, das wollte ich mit der Aussage machen. Au. Oh, fuck, Alter. Digga. Der Paimon reagiert gleich so hart. Meinte ich das doch gar nicht. Meine Antwort. Oh, Digga. Sind wir jetzt Genie in the Bottle oder was, ey? Ja. Oh, jemand hier. Digga, das sieht aber...
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh, Digga, also, wieso nicht?
So many
Und wenn ich da in so einem kleinen Teepot wohne, also wenn der Teepot so aussieht, dann kann man sich hier bestimmt ein schönes Häuschen zusammenbauen. Schön häuslich einrichten. abchecken, ob wir vielleicht irgendwas übersehen haben.
Did you notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy. How long has it been since Granny last swept this place?
By royal decree.
Na, Digga, lost. Ich dachte, hätte noch. Da muss jetzt die behinderte Spinne von euch auch nochmal draufballern, oder was? Ne, ich wusste es, dass sie da runter glitscht. Oh, Digga, ich hab auch nur normal geschlagen und es war so safe, dass sie halt wirklich, man wusste es von vornherein, dass die, oh, Digga, mein Gott, ey. Und jetzt hat er die Steinwand auf. Oh. Oh, Bruder, ey, das Spiel macht's aber auch hart, ne? Ich hab nicht auf hart gedrückt. Und Digga, es gibt mir halt und es war so safe, dass sie da runterfällt, ey. Oh mein Gott, ey. Ärgert mich jetzt schon wieder, ne?
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus?
Möglich ist es ja. Mir gefühlt, hier kann irgendwie jeder so ein Adepter sein, ey. Selbst wir könnten ein Adepter sein. Oh, Bruder. Hui, da dachte ich jetzt gehen wir wieder hops.
Simon's more and more convinced that she's an adeptus. Like, don't they all live in Australian parks? Why would she say a mistake? No escape! Already there!
Digga, müssen ja auch irgendwie überall diese Drecksspinnen hocken, ne? Ja, genau.
Now I got split cramps.
Phantasmagoria.
Aber da haben wir jetzt doch am Ende doch noch ein bisschen was Actionreiches drin. Da geht die Folge dann heute ein bisschen länger, aber
It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me see. How did this opening work again? Oh dear. All right, that'll do. Come on out now, children.
okay. Uns jetzt zeigen, wir kommen wieder aus dem Teepot raus. Ich habe noch mal kurz abgecheckt, ob vielleicht irgendwo eine versteckte Truhe ist. Vielleicht habe ich, safe habe ich bestimmt eine übersehen. Irgendwo war da bestimmt wieder irgendwas, aber scheiß drauf. Nicht so schlimm.
In and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick. An adeptus. Oh, I haven't heard anyone say those words as to whether I am one or not, child. Surely you already understand.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean, but is also kinda confused. Are you really giving us the bell just like that, Granny? Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis and then we come running up asking for it?
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. In that time, it has seen the departure of countless adepti. But no matter what, we have always performed the rite of parting first before any other matters. To cry, "Catch the murderer" at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of parting. That, to me, is what is wrong-headed. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine has finally decided to take matters into their own hands. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell? Oh? Well, if it came to that, they would find a certain old lady knocking at their door. We haven't met in a while
Nicht Nacht vor
anyway.
den Alten.
Would be nice to share a drink and chat. Well, you must have things to do. Since you have the bell, you should return. Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
We will. Thanks, Granny.
Dann werden wir das noch da schnell rüberhuschen. Das machen wir jetzt auch noch kurz in der Folge. Ja, ich glaube, da war Staub im Teekessel drin, ey. Digga, wenn ich da so im Niesen bin, safe irgendwas vom Kessel in die Nase gerutscht. Nee, Spaß. Wenn jetzt noch das kurz mit dem... Gibt's heute eine extra lange Folge.
Indeed. This is the cleansing bell. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. Of course. How would I know that the bell was with her otherwise?
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very good. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Ooh, Paimon loves kites! Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. But they also play various symbolic roles in Liyue's rituals. I will explain it to you. But our next course of action should probably be to purchase the kites first.
Oh, sure. Curiouser and curiouser.
Oh, naja, aber das war, denke ich mal, das werden wir in der nächsten Folge machen. Die Folge ist, wie gesagt, lang genug. Wir haben uns das Parfüm, wir haben die Glocke geholt und dann würde ich sagen, wenn euch das Video gefallen hat, lasst doch dem Video einen Daumen hoch da. Abonniert meinen Kanal, wenn es euch der Content so gefällt. Schreibt was in die Kommentare für den Algorithmus. Und sonst würde ich sagen, entweder sehen wir uns das nächste Mal im Stream, einfach in der Beschreibung gucken, oder wir sehen uns das nächste Mal beim nächsten Video Genshin Impact, bei der nächsten Folge. Haut rein, Leute. Ich wünsche euch noch einen schönen Tag, einen schönen Abend oder einen schönen Mittag. Kommt drauf an, wenn ihr das Video gerade schaut. Und sonst würde ich sagen, einfach mal ciao, ciao.